everyone, welcome to another edition of Hunt Eats Community Kitchen. My name is Michael Cravens. Today we are going to do something a little bit different. Today we are going to have a Big Mac challenge. We are going to have a homemade elk venison Big Mac made by myself versus a store-bought fast food Big Mac from just down the street, and my kiddos are going to be the judges. But first, we got to make the thing, so let's get started. Now, everyone knows that the secret to the Big Mac success is in the sauce, so let's start there. Here we got a half a cup of mayo, 2 tablespoons ketchup, 2 tablespoons maple syrup, 1 tablespoon dill relish. We're going to do a teaspoon of onion powder. And then we're also going to do a pinch of salt and a pinch of cayenne. Now, if you were to look up secret sauce or Big Mac sauce on the internet, you'd find all kinds of recipes. This particular one, I'm not sure where my wife found it, but she made us a hamburger salad, which I thought sounded terrible, but it turned out it was amazing, and this was the dressing. So it was really good, and this is what got me on this train of thought. But after a good mix, we're just going to take and stick this in the fridge and let it chill. Moving on, here is our elk. This is actually my last 2-pound package of ground elk out of my freezer, and I don't have an elk tag this year, so I don't know if this is a good use for it, but we're gonna go for it anyway. So I'm not gonna add anything to this. It's got about 10% pork fat cut into it. I will add a little salt to the surface, but besides that, it's a hamburger, so we're gonna leave it as is. And keeping with the theme of McDonald's, I am going to flatten these out pretty thin. Now, it's probably not necessary, but since this is pretty lean meat, I'm going to add a little bit of canola oil to the bottom of my pan just to help with sticking. And I've preheated my skillet to a medium-high heat. I'm going to throw these guys in. They should not take long to cook. They're pretty thin patties. So other than just cooking them straight up, I'm going to flip them over, or around I should say, so they get evenly cooked on both sides. And then of course after that we'll flip them over and do the other side. And again, sticking with the McDonald's theme, I'm going with straight American cheese on these. I'm going to put this on. This is the one thing I'm doing different. I'm putting 2 slices of cheese on instead of just 1 because, well, it's a cheeseburger and I think McDonald's is just being cheap. But that's pretty much the only thing I've done different here. Now, McDonald's does toast their buns, so I feel like that's an important step. So what I have here is a top and a bottom, and then another bottom, which I just took a knife and kind of scraped off the crust there. And that is what is going to be that centerpiece of bread. I hear it's called a club. So all of our ingredients are ready, so we're going to put this thing together. But it's important that we put it together in the same order as the fast food burger, otherwise this competition wouldn't be fair. So as you can see underneath all that, we definitely got some lettuce and some sauce, so we'll start there. Now for our lettuce, keeping with the realism, this is just some good old-fashioned iceberg lettuce that I chopped up relatively fine, just like you'd find on a regular old Big Mac. So checking our work, it's pretty clear that I forgot to add the onion. Again, this is just really fine chopped up yellow onion. So next, looks like we just have cheese and our patty, cheese side down. Then our club. And checking again, it looks like we have more sauce. More onion. And more lettuce. Checking our work again, it's clear that I forgot pickles. So here we go, regular good old-fashioned dill chips. At McDonald's, you're lucky to just get 1 or 2. In this case, we're gonna do 4, just because we're not cheapskates. Finally, looks like just our last patty, and in this case, we did get an extra slice of cheese on there. So there you have it. It looks good. I hope it's good. We will soon find out. So stay tuned. All right, you two. Here we go. You ready?
Can you introduce yourself?
Sure, introduce yourself. What's your name?
My name is Noala.
All right,
My
Noah.
name is Building Cooper.
Hey.
And my name is Noala.
No, it's not. What's your name?
Yes, you're all over.
Nora Catherine Cravens.
Yes, my name is Noala Catherine.
Very good. Fielding, who are you? Oh, I said your name. Kid, who are you?
Building Cooper Cravens.
All right, very good. All right, so what we're doing here today is we are going to have a taste test between a traditional McDonald's Big Mac and a homemade
That's a Big Mac.
elk venison Big Mac. And Fielding and Nora are going to be our taste testers. Right. So, and also, mind you, I don't think Fielding and Nora have ever actually tasted a Big Mac before. Have either of you guys ever had the Big Mac?
Yeah.
No. All right. All right, so let's start with the McDonald's Big Mac. Take a bite out of that. Try to get a little bit of everything, and then pass it on to your sister, and she can have a bite. Now, don't say anything about it until we're all done and I ask, okay? All right, Nora, your turn. All right, chew those up. And again, don't say anything until we're ready, okay? So I'm gonna take this one away. Now, so that's your first Big Mac. Now, all right, we'll just let you chew.
Down.
I know. You gotta chew all your food though. Are you good feeling? All right, this is the elk venison homemade Big Mac. Try that.
That's a big.
I know. Take a bite. Okay, again, don't say anything until I ask. Just chew up your food and enjoy. Now, I know I told you earlier at the store that you guys had to pick the homemade one, but you don't have to pick the homemade one. You pick the one that you think is better, okay? I promise, I won't get mad at anything. You can pick the McDonald's one if you want. All right? Big Mac number 1. All right. Okay. Well, tell you what, raise your hand when I put my finger on the one that you like the best, okay? Is that clear? So when I put my finger on the one that you like the best, you raise your hand, okay? All right. Really?
That's sweeter.
It's wetter?
That's sweeter.
Weeder?
Sweet.
Sweeter. I see. Really? You guys like the homemade one, huh? Well, I guess that settles it. Dad's homemade Big Mac made out of elk is better than McDonald's Big Mac. All right. Thank you guys for playing.
Bye.
Say goodbye.
Bye. Bye.
Well, there you have it, folks. Irrefutable evidence that the original fast food is better than the modern fast food, and that clearly I'm a better cook than the McDonald's. So there you go. Until next time, take care.